me was the first chance that I had to go inside the museum collection. I didn't have an idea how to start it because Humberto was not by my side. I was impressed by the diversity of things that I have saw in front of me. I think a curatorial process is how to tell a history about something that's already history in a different way, with a different point of view, with a different light on it.
For me, what attracted me to make this curatorial was based in nature. I guess the weaving process inserted in nature with the passion that we have for nature. We were grew up in an environment full of textures, plants, and rivers, and the line that conduces this show is based in nature.
Our studio is based in the center of São Paulo, downtown São Paulo. It's a very rich environment.
Very noisy neighborhoods, you know, music, people selling fruits, people getting objects in the streets to make their living. So it's impossible not to be so contaminated with this neighborhood. In our studio also one thing is important, that we are teaching artisans to get in the design process, to stimulate them, to recuperate some old ways of handcrafts, to make a dialogue with design. It's a kind of process of humanization. For me, that chair expresses is a homage to chaos. It's a portrait of Brazil, a melting pot of culture, races, and something fragmented.
It's an icon in our career as a piece and also as a process. It was a nice idea of picking up whole ropes and making it upholstery, but everybody said, oh, this is an art piece, this is not going to be a design, never. When Massimo Morozzi, the art director of Edra, saw this chair, he phoned me in São Paulo and said, I want to produce the Vermilia chair. And then I said, you're kidding me. It's 450 meters of rope, weaved in a very imprecise way. How do you want me to translate it? It was a very primitive also process to translate, and they loved it. And now it's one of the best sellers of Edra. It's not anymore art, it's an art piece that was transformed into mass production. One thing that I would tell about the Cooper-Hewitt also is one museum that has nothing appearance that is designy and always shows design.
There is always a shock between something so modern, so avant-garde, and the old architectural Baroque, which I appreciate a lot.
Hello. Hi. How are you? Fine. This part of the wall covering attracted me because how to represent the three-dimensional into bi-dimensional, by the shadows, by how to create volume in something that's very flat. I like that one too.
We thought you might like that one.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Good. Telling about nature, about the weaving, about a history about the process of flat into the three-dimensional. The whole thing of the exhibition, the whole process of connecting one thing to the other came to this fabric. When I saw it coming as a volume, coming out from the bidimensional, that was the point that integrates all the other things.
What had intrigued me was the time spent to construct that object. Life is going to being so fast that we forgot those processes. What I like in the process of making an object is the complexity. So I like when a piece takes long to be done because I will be so relaxed and be a connection with that piece. Scarcity can be a wonderful tool for creations, you know, something so that everybody has how that idea came, you know, to be constructed into an object.
Many statements of our work, like recycling, using materials that reusing, they didn't come because we intend to be like this. They come because of the scarcity and the very strong feeling to do something.
The idea of the chair belongs to Fernando, the concept. We had a little bit of quarrels into this. I was a little bit afraid to be ugly, you know. But when I started thinking and constructing, participating in the process of weaving, and ugly can be beautiful also. You know, you can use that like a tool to make like a statement.
Since we are doing something for a museum, it should not only be something nice, should have a criticism on it, should have a message on it. In the 80s, 90s, on the beaches, on the Copacabana cafes, we just had horrible white chairs in injection molding plastic. Me and Humberto would try to make a kind of joke or analysis or criticism by attacking those plastic chairs, by the wicker, natural wicker again. And for the museum, in this chair, the wicker is spelling not only the plastic chair, but also all the garbage plastic that we have thrown in the nature.
I like this because it's like a kind of cabinet of curiosities, you know, which I always like in the museums of natural histories, like something very precious, you know, condensed into a box that people can learn a little bit of nature about nature, yes. Also concerning about the hybridism of like an animal of two heads. They are monsters, and I feel pity.
Compassion.
Yes, compassion. Some things that I'm very attracted to and have a lot of compassion.
Also the history, how those people arrived in the South America or in Africa to represent the nature. How did it impact them? The colors, the richness of, the abundance of nature.
No, this is amazing.
The way they were placed in the page, I don't see anymore as an insect, and I can see as an animal, as a building, or a structure of a furniture.
The text, Cupid, inspiring plants with love. This could be the entrance of the exhibition. I like this image. I'm going to show it to Humberto because, you know, it's a kind of guiding you inside a new universe or a special garden.
When I showed him, he said, it's so naive, this, Fernando, it's so obvious.
Romantic.
Romantic. And I said, that's my goal, because we are romantic, we are naive. Nature inspires everything. Even though nature is transformed into urban, it's still nature by the hands of the man, but it's still inspiring. So that's what I saw on it.
When I was a kid, people used to ask me what I would like to be when I grew up. And I told them I want to be an Indian from Amazon, you know, because I love the handcrafts. It was so pure, you know.
And he refused to wear shoes whenever he went to go to school. I would like to have the visitor walking by the exhibition being triggered by the choice that we have made, and also to be more conscious about what he could do about the planet, about recycling, about not only ecological, but also by the human side of it, by manufacturing, by employing more the working hands and not the machinery in the future.